The sky was heavy that evening, as if it had been holding back its emotions all day. And then, it finally broke. Rain poured down over the city, washing away the noise, the rush, the chaos, leaving behind only silence and memories. Inside a small apartment on the third floor, Ayla stood by the window, watching the rain fall. She had always loved rain. Because rain didn't ask questions. Rain didn't expect anything. Rain just stayed. Unlike people. Ayla was the kind of girl people admired from a distance but never truly understood. Quiet. Graceful. Strong on the outside, but guarded on the inside. She didn't believe in love. Not anymore. Once, she did. Once, she trusted someone with her heart, and that person left without even saying goodbye. Since then, she built walls. High, unbreakable walls. No one was allowed in. Across the city, standing under the same rain, was Arman. Completely soaked. Completely restless. And completely in love. With her. He had been waiting for years, not for a perfect moment, not for a sign, but simply for her to feel safe again. He knew her story. He knew her silence. And he respected it. But tonight, something felt different. Tonight, the rain didn't feel cold. It felt like a chance. Arman stood outside her building, staring up at her window. A soft light glowed inside. "She's there," he whispered. His heart raced. "What if she sends me away again?" He smiled faintly. "I'll still come back." Ayla turned away from the window, wrapping her shawl tighter around herself. And then... knock. Knock. She froze. No one ever came at this hour. Her heartbeat quickened as she slowly walked toward the door. Another knock. Stronger this time. She opened the door slightly. And there he was. Arman. Standing in the rain. Breathless. Wet. Eyes full of something she had been running from for years. "Arman," she whispered. "I know it's late," he said softly, "but I couldn't wait anymore." She looked at him, really looked at him, for the first time in a long time. "Why are you here?" He took a deep breath. "Because I'm tired of pretending that I don't care." Silence. Only the sound of rain between them. "I don't want to scare you," he continued, "and I don't want to force anything, but I need you to know this." He stepped a little closer. "I never left." Her fingers tightened around the door. "Everyone leaves," she said quietly. "I didn't." "You will." "I won't." "You don't know that." "I do." His voice wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was steady. Real. For a moment, Ayla felt something dangerous. Hope. She quickly looked away. "You should go," she said. "You'll get sick." Arman smiled slightly. "I already am." She frowned. "What?" "Sick of loving you quietly." Her breath caught. That, she didn't expect. The rain grew heavier. Thunder echoed in the distance. Ayla looked at him again, this stubborn, patient, impossibly kind man who refused to give up on her. "Why?" she asked. "Why me?" Arman didn't hesitate. "Because even when you push people away, your eyes still hope someone will stay." That broke something inside her. Tears filled her eyes, but she didn't let them fall. "I'm not worth this," she whispered. Arman shook his head gently. "You are. You just forgot." Another silence. But this time, it wasn't empty. It was full of everything they never said. Finally, Ayla stepped aside, and opened the door wider. "Come inside," she said softly. For a second, Arman didn't move. As if he couldn't believe it. Then slowly, he stepped in. The room was warm. Quiet. Safe. Ayla handed him a towel without looking at him. "You'll catch a cold." He chuckled lightly. "You're worried about me?" "I'm not," she said quickly. He smiled. "You are." They sat across from each other. A distance still between them, but not as far as before. "Arman," she began, "I don't know how to do this anymore." "You don't have to," he said gently. "Then what do I do?" "Nothing." She looked confused. He leaned forward slightly. "Just, don't run this time." The rain softened. As if the storm had passed. Ayla took a deep breath. For the first time in years, she didn't feel like hiding. "I'm scared," she admitted. "I know. I might hurt you. I know. I might leave." He smiled. "I'll still wait." That's when the tears finally fell. And this time, she didn't stop them. Arman didn't move closer. He didn't touch her. He just stayed. And somehow, that meant everything. Hours passed. They talked. About pain. About memories. About everything they had been holding inside. And somewhere between those conversations, Ayla's walls began to fall. Near midnight, the rain stopped completely. The world outside felt new. Fresh. Like a beginning. Ayla stood by the window again. But this time, she wasn't alone. Arman stood beside her. Not too close. Not too far. Just enough. "Arman," she said softly. "Yes?" She hesitated, then whispered. "Stay." He smiled. "I always do." And for the first time in a long time, Ayla believed him. Sparkle's lesson. Sometimes love doesn't need grand gestures, it just needs patience, honesty, and the courage to stay. Red Heart Moral. The right person won't break your walls, they will wait until you're ready to open the door yourself.